we are ready to go. Match day 1 in La Liga about to get underway. It's Mallorca against Barça, the defending champs, about to jump onto the field. And Spencer Siegel, we want to see a good version of Barça today to get started today in La Liga.
We are seeing a group of players who are ready. They've proven it in the preseason. They've shown us that they can come out at the very beginning without having to get geared up and going like some other teams take time to get ready. No, the preseason has happened. This is full-on championship football. La Liga starts right now.
There it is, the players jumping onto the pitch. Lamine Yamal donning that number 10 that he will be wearing this season, inheriting it from Ansu Fati. Players on the pitch, and we'll take a look at our lineup in just a second. Juan Garcia will start in goal today. The new signing was registered and able to play. Marcus Rashford also registered. He will start from the bench. Wonderful atmosphere at the Son Moix Stadium, and Ronald Araujo, Barca's captain in today's game. Eddie Garcia, one of the starters. Why don't we just do it now, Spence? Barca's lineup: Juan Garcia in goal, Eddie Garcia, Ronald Araujo, Pau Cubarsí and Balde at the back, with Frenkie de Jong and Pedri in midfield. Fermin as the attacking midfielder, Lamine Yamal on the right, Rafinha on the left, and Ferran Torres up front.
You said it. Couldn't have said it any better. And every single one of those players, for me, is a threat today to score. I think this goal, because I think it's just, you're going to need one. It can come from anywhere. And we've seen that Mallorca have been scrappy, so this goal could end up being scrappy too. That's how you're going to have to find it today.
Barca, who won 5-1 at this stadium last season, the only La Liga win in that month of December. Then Barca went on to beat Mallorca 1-0 at the Olympic Stadium as well. Minutes away from getting started, minutes away from this match day 1, this debut in La Liga that we've been waiting for now for feels like a few too many weeks.
Yeah, I'm happy that we're able to kick things off, because even though the preseason games give us the excitement of football returning, it's not like the real thing, and now we finally got it. So this is the first test, and fortunately, unlike many other months that we're going to be seeing this year, August is slow. It gets us going with a bit of head start. Whereas once we get to February, March, or even the Champions League play stage in October, September, November, that's when it really starts to ramp up 2 games a week. Let's enjoy what we have in front of us right now.
We do tend to get slow starts to the season, games with a slower pace, lack of rhythm, things aren't all that precise. The difference with this season and last season, we've been seeing it all pre-season long, is that Hansi Flick has been able to work with every single one of his players right from the get-go, right from the very beginning, day 1 of the pre-season. Everyone was available, not like last season. Players were away at the Euro, players were at the Copa America, some were out injured, new signings were in.
Well, and just to add on to that, Barça have had one of the most relaxing off-seasons that we've seen in quite some time, in comparison especially to their title contender rivals. Like both Madrid teams, who were in the U.S. for a month playing in the Club World Cup. Barça had a couple of friendlies. Yeah, they had to go over to Japan and play over there, but this is a new season with rest, so it's time to go.
Right, here we go. The match is underway. Mallorca, first possession. Barca attacking from right to left of our screens, playing in that bright green kit. And Ferran Torres hustling for the first recovery, though he wasn't able to do so. Mallorca will play from behind. Spence, if I ask you who you think the first scorer will be, who do you think that might be?
Well, I told you that I've predicted a 1-0 for this game, so the only scorer of the game, I'm caught in 2 minds, Robert. I'm thinking it's either going to be a more obvious choice, which for me would be Ferran, or I'm thinking about the guy who's playing in not a new spot, but just maybe taking over as, at least for now, while Koundé is injured, a guy we can rely on who scores goals when you don't really expect them. Eric Garcia.
Oh, that's your random pick, is it?
That's my random pick. I'm going with one good pick, like one normal pick, and then a rando.
Yeah, I'll go Rafinha. I'll go Rafinha. He's had a quiet pre-season in terms of scoring. I think he's been saving up the goals for when it matters. For this match day one, scored twice at their stadium here last season, that 5-1 win, in which we also saw a Ferran Torres goal, a Pau Victor goal, and a Frenkie de Jong goal as Pau Cubarsí plays from behind. And here is Rafinha with Alejandro Balde. Barça with their first possession. Pau Cubarsí wearing that number 5, inherited from Íñigo Martínez, one of the players that we saw leave this summer, somewhat unexpectedly, but it seemed like it was all left on good terms, so good luck to Íñigo Martínez.
Yeah, and that tends to happen every year. We see players who come in, and even more typically who leave because they want to find opportunity elsewhere. In the case of Íñigo, it was because he found opportunity on multiple levels, so nothing but the best for him.
Here's Lamine Yamal in front of Mojica, and away goes Lamine Yamal, now cutting backwards, trying to get around Mojica. Yeah. There we go. Lamine Yamal inside the box. Can he set the chance up? Leo Roman clears it away, and Mojica manages to boot the ball out of his own box, and Lamine Yamal has come out with some boost, with some creativity here.
And that's already the first sign of what we know this kid turning into a man is capable of. He skates by Mojica not once but twice, and Mojica's scratching and clawing at him at every possible opportunity just to keep him off balance, and he still manages to get half across in there.
Well, here's Barca in possession again. There's Pedri with Pau Cubarsí, and Araujo playing inside of Mallorca's half. Fermin, the player that Hansi Flick has picked to start in that attacking midfielder position. There was options with Dani Olmo, who missed the Gamper, with Gavi as well, who's had a fantastic pre-season. There'll be plenty of time for everyone to have minutes during a long season. Last season was 60 games in total.
60 games, and I can tell you, based on a little bit of research, that Hansi Flick and his 160 goals, I think, if I have that right.
174.
Double check my notes. Was it 170? It was 174 in 60 games. Thank you. You read the same stat that I did. The second most ever by a first-year manager in La Liga.
There you go. Second most ever for a first-year manager, yeah?
First-year manager, and if you read the rest of the sentence, you might already know who the most
I did not read the... was it a Barca coach?
It was...
Pep Guardiola?
No.
Oh, Luis Enrique?
Yes.
There you go. Mojica now this time manages to clear the switch from Pedri to Lamine Yamal, and Araujo plays it back to Joan Garcia, who's, well, shown what he's capable of in this pre-season, made some nice saves. Kept a clean sheet in the Gamper as Alejandro Balde goes forward. Excited to see Joan Garcia in action. Don't want to see him too busy, obviously, during the games, but I'm sure that we'll get to see what he's capable of in today's game. Now Barca. Here come Barca again with Lamine Yamal inside the box, trying to get around Mojica. Scrappy defending.
It's just an example of how full Johan Mojica's hands are going to be all game long in order to keep Lamine contained. That's twice now that he's had him on ice skates.
He's a player who likes to go forward rather than defend Mojica. Likes to make those long runs.
That's offside.
Well, there he was.
I didn't bring my flag.
Ah, there you go.
I'm gonna have to find it.
Yep. Well, day one forgetfulness.
I think I know where it is, actually. So, hold the phone.
Well, the flag was raised anyway, offside, called against Mallorca. It'll be interesting to see as well how Barca approaches the season and approaches the subject of the offside trap. Obviously, it was a bigger surprise for teams last season. Now, opponents will be expecting it, so we'll see what Hansi Flick has tweaked in that regard. Now what you can see is Barca bring the ball out. It's more like a defensive line of 3 with Araujo down the middle. And now he switches it over to Balde, though the ball doesn't get to destination.
Oh, wow. Nicely done.
Nicely
by
done.
Balde.
Nicely done by Balde to recover, and Frenkie de Jong has control of the ball. 6 minutes played, yet to see an opportunity, as these first games tend to be a bit of a slow burn.
Well, Barça have come out hot, though, with the intention of trying to score. They've got plenty of pep in their step. Look out.
Here goes Fermin, this time defended by Mojica. Mojica got his way. Barça keep the ball in, did they? Yes. Eric Garcia into the middle, Pedri. One of the surprises, maybe, that Eric Garcia gets to start today.
Bam!
There you go! Lamine Yamal to Rafinha, and Barça score the first goal out of nowhere. It's 1-0 Barça. Lamine to Rafinha. And the header from point-blank range goes into the back of the net. Barça took 7 minutes to get going.
Just like every other season, every other game last year, this combination is the most deadly combination in football. These two exactly know where the other one is at all times. And Lamine's assist, he is onside. Rafinha, played on by Morlanes, I think that is. And no problem for Lamine to collect his first assist while Rafinha scores his first goal. And how long did it take, Robert? 7 minutes?
7 minutes, and I believe I predicted a Rafinha first goal in this game. The header, nothing that Leo Roman could do. The cross by Lamine Yamal, and Hansi Flick raises his arms in celebration. We saw a goal last season with the Lamine-Rafinha connection here at Sommosh. It was an outside of the boot cross last season. This time going with the inside, Lamine Yamal providing his first assist in La Liga.
Some heart celebrations for Rafinha. Maybe we should do some heart celebrations here too.
Indeed, indeed. Let's celebrate this goal. This Barca goal with our audience on YouTube with some Barca hearts. Celebrate that Barca have taken a 1-0 lead, and it's not even the 10th minute as Mallorca tried to react here. And it's the former player Pablo Torre. Now the cross inside the box, and Joan Garcia intervenes for the first time. He tried to play it long for Rafinha, who was tugged down by Mate Morey. And first yellow card of the game. First yellow card of the game for Mallorca's Joan Garcia wanted to get things going quickly. Mateo with the tug from behind on Rafinha, and Iago Barrasate can't be happy with how this has started.
Well, it's a start that we would say is fully deserved. The goal deserved, the intention clearly there from Barça.
And Barca still have possession. Here is Balde back to Joan Garcia.
Hopefully we're not going to have to talk a whole lot about Joan Garcia today, although we might like to, because at some point this season he's going to be required to make some saves if he maintains this position.
Well, Mallorca like to play with space. Barca like to play with a high line, so maybe there's potential for a counter there, and maybe a one-on-one that Joan Garcia can solve, or just, well, Mallorca like to look for Murici inside the box as well. So there's the menace of a header there as Fermin recovers and goes forward and tries to set up Ferran. Mallorca managed to clear. And Araujo recovered the ball with a foul on Pablo Garcia, which the Uruguayan defender disagrees with.
Strange to see Pablo Torre in another shirt.
Yeah.
And a Mallorca shirt that, well, I mean, all fair play to him. Good for him. He needed to find the playing time. He's able to go to a club that wants his talents as a starter. I think it was a lot harder, obviously, given the midfield that Barca have, for him to break in here. So after this game, we wish him nothing but the best.
Indeed, indeed. Well, Barça struck first, and it was in the 7th minute. Lamine Yamal with the cross, Rafinha with the header. It didn't take long for those two to connect for the first time in what we hope will be a second successful season for Hansi Flick, as Darder moves the ball forward. Mallorca managing to get into Barca's half, and Pedri runs back defending and recovers the ball as Darder tried to set up Pablo Torre there.
Good find. Good defensive help from Pedri.
It's one of the things we saw him do last season, as well as create, as well as be the magician, the creative mind for Barca last season. Pedri was a key element when Barca had to run back and defend. So we're seeing on the replay that in the build-up of the goal, or a few passes before the goal, was when Lamine Yamal had to stretch out to keep the ball in. Seems like it didn't go out, so not a lot of controversy there. Pau Cubarsí will play from behind today, playing on that left-hand side of the defensive line, partnering with Araujo. Different start to the season for Araujo as well. Of course, he missed the first 4 months last year.
Yeah, and I think he at times is a player that gets a lot of unfair criticism. I think sometimes, you know, there are seasons that are better than others, and last year Araujo would tell you himself that he should have had a better couple of games in moments. And I think in this case that motivates him now, especially with Inigo gone. This is a chance for him to prove that not only is he the captain out there now, he is one of the anchors defensively that's going to lead that high line along with Cubarsí.
Definitely. And it's different, of course, to start the pre-season on the day of the medical reviews and be able to train from the very first day with your teammates than joining a squad in December that already works like clockwork.
Yeah.
Here's Lamine Yamal again.
He's clockwork.
He is. He's better than clockwork. Here's Lamine Yamal cutting inside. Lamine Yamal trying to skip past 3 defenders. Wasn't able to ultimately, as Araujo fouls Murici, and we might see a yellow card. Murici stays down. No yellow issued by the referee.
There's no yellow coming from the referee, but there is some coming from those Mallorca shirts.
Yeah.
Can we talk about that for a second? The specialty sponsor for Mallorca, that with a little bit of research can tell you that it's Jellipo, which is a mascot that they've used in place of their usual sponsor for this game as a campaign for the opening.
So it's
of
like
LALIGA.
when it's like when Barca for the Clásicos uses the logo of an artist instead of the Spotify logo.
You nailed it. Although this one, which I've never heard of here, I have heard of Rosalia or Coldplay or whatever.
Yeah.
Hold that thought.
Careful here, Mallorca in space. Mojica through to Murici, who tried to set up Asano with the back heel touch. No sink there, fortunately for Barca.
This mascot, though, looks a lot more like Pikachu than anything else.
It does from afar.
It's like a big yellow egg.
Just like a bright, shining star as well from
like,
our position here.
You mean like a Mario star?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, I'm with you. I'll buy it.
Well, here's Eric Garcia, started today at right back. Koundé, who extended his contract until 2030, starts from the bench today. We might see him in the second half. Might get to see Marcus Rashford as well. Or maybe some of the youngsters. Dro, who's been very exciting in the preseason. Tony and Guille Fernandez as well have shined. Jofre Torrents. We'll see who Hansi Flick uses in the second half. Of course, Gavi and Dani Olmo also on the bench. Here's Frankie de Jong. Fermin to Pedri.
Giving midfielders a lot of time on the ball in that open space right now, so they're just looking to pick out their pass.
It's a nice switch by Pedri. To the left for Alejandro Balde, brought it down on his chest. Pedri to Rafinha. 15 minutes played. Barca up 1-0. Rafinha the scorer.
This is the kind of Hansi ball that we like because they're very patient. Every pass with a purpose. This is exactly what we saw a year ago. But no rush.
No rush, not an abundance of chances, just the one really. The one opportunity. But so far, 100% efficiency, which is not a bad thing in the least. I can see everyone fanning themselves at the Mallorca Stadium.
It's a hot one out there today.
Hot one here in Barcelona, hot one in Mallorca as well, hot one all across Spain, really. I'm sure we'll be getting a cooling break
I sure hope so.
in a few minutes.
I hopped into the car to get to the studios today, and my car dashboard said 41 degrees Celsius. So we're pushing, what's that, like 104?
Oh, here goes Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal with the cross, right-footed one this time. Rafinha couldn't get to it. Yeah, I'm not good at conversions, but it is
at least.
Yeah, damn hot. Here is Alejandro Balde with the cross up in the air. The header by Mateo and into the hands of Leo Roman. Barca with possession, not creating too many opportunities, but not struggling either. Like to see Barca be able to connect with Ferran a bit more, finding on the finishing end of some chances, some crosses.
Well, and this is the task for Mallorca is to try and get out of their defensive half because it's proven very difficult. I'm curious, not just for this game as Murici draws the foul, but all season long, because football, like any sport, is read and then react. And so the whole footballing world read the playbook of Hansi Flick last year and the high defensive line and playing the offside trap. So what does the react look like? That's what I'm curious to see, where not just Mallorca, because Mallorca might not be that team to do it as they come forward again.
Here's Mojica going to take on Eric Garcia. Mojica drives inside as an option just outside with Darde, but Eric did very well to get in front of him, get in the way and recover the ball for Barca. Then Mojica fouled him.
But as the season goes along, Robert, there are going to be teams that come in precisely with the plan to keep Barca off of that offside trap and to find a way to break through it. And now, look, everybody last year tried. Nobody seemed to have an answer.
Well, it's also a challenge when you're the defending champ. Everyone wants to come at you. Everyone knows more or less what you're doing as well, because they have a whole season to have studied you. So it's interesting to see how Hansi Flick and his staff will tweak things in order to keep Barca being the competitive goal-scoring beast that they were last season.
41 Celsius, 105.8 on the Fahrenheit scale, if you're Fahrenheit, just for the record. It's a hot one today. But can we just say also, Robert, that exactly what you're talking about, with that last year nobody really knew what to expect from Hansi Flick at Barca, and it came in as a surprise this year, people know. If we're talking about La Liga as a whole this year, and the other title contenders, we could say that Barca's biggest rival have that inherent advantage this year, where that we don't exactly know what Real Madrid are going to bring to the table.
Careful here with Mojica, who, as I said before, likes to get forward, and this time managed to force a corner kick at Araujo with the rejection. First corner kick of the game, I believe. Players look hot and exhausted already.
The armband has detached from the Velcro on Araujo's arm. That's how hot and sweaty it is out today.
Well, Mallorca have a corner kick on the left-hand side of their attack. Murici always a threat inside the box, so are Raillo and Valiant. Darde with the long cross looking for Raillo at the far post. Asano went for the creative overhead kick, and now Lamine Yamal has a chance to counter. Here's Lamine Yamal. Oh, couldn't get it forward to Balde. Now Barca need to defend because Mateo is inside the box. He sets up Murici into the hands of Joan Garcia, who intervenes for the first time to save the day.
Simple save, necessary save, and surely onside on all fronts. Murici did right to shoot there. Here come Barça again.
Here come
back
Barça.
and forth.
There you go. Give Barca some space. They'll take it. Pedri. Pedri weighing his options. Lamine Yamal outside of the boot cross. Intercepted by Raillo, who brought it down on his chest. Now Mojica under pressure. Manages to get it back to Raillo. Barca turning on the press here. Good save by Joan Garcia. Good composure. Not the best of finishes by Murici, maybe. But still. First save of the game for the newly acquired goalkeeper.
It certainly wasn't the most difficult save he's going to have to make this season, but you want to start on the right foot.
Here goes Lamine Yamal again. Lamine Yamal. In front of him, Antonio Sanchez. He cuts inside. The shot by Lamine Yamal. Headed away by Rayo Barça. Keep going. The referee should surely stop this as Ferran Torres.
Yeah.
Scored.
Is that?
Kicked the ball into the back of the net, but I don't think that's going to count.
We didn't hear a whistle at first, and that's an interesting one, because you should stop play at the site of an injury, but it is at the referee's discretion, and Ferran is now high-fiving with everybody, which seems to indicate that Barca think this goal might count, and the Mallorca players are complaining. This might end up counting as a goal, Robert. I'm not sure.
Well, Lamine Yamal took the shot. It was headed away by Raillo, who went down almost immediately.
Referee did whistle. He whistled.
Yeah.
He blew the whistle.
Referee blew the whistle. Barca kept going. Ferran Torres took the shot. Keeper didn't even react. So I believe the goal will not count. Nor should it really.
Well, it was just strange because all of the Barca players were high-fiving each other after that, which it was almost like a muted celebration.
Well, and the Mallorca players are complaining, so we're not sure exactly what's going on here now.
The replay, you see the referee, it's Munuera Montero, you see him blowing the whistle. This is going to be a goal.
This is going to count.
This is going to be a goal for Barca.
This is going to count.
And we cannot have the season start without a little bit of questions of what's going on.
Oh, wow. This is a weird one. Okay, Lamine Yamal cuts inside, takes a shot. The ball is headed away by Raillo, who goes down almost immediately. The referee's looking at it. He's
got his whistle to his mouth, but he obviously has not blown it, and so that counts.
That counts, and Ferran Torres sent it into the top corner. It's definitely a strange one.
Wow.
Barca kept going, which they can do. And now Arrasate is having a word with the referee.
I'm not sure at this point what the referee would be explaining to an understandably upset Arrasate.
Oh, you can completely understand it, definitely. I mean, it's a strange one as well, because the Barca players almost, by the looks on their face, feel guilty about scoring.
I mean, you know, this is a really tough one.
It's a very tough one.
This is Barca Live. What do you want to be? Do you want to celebrate that? Do you want to be realistic and say that probably shouldn't have counted?
I mean, I think we can do both. I think
I called Ferran scoring, by the way. Just saying.
I think we can say that. Careful, because Mallorca have a chance in space here as Murici, rather than going forward, look backward. Asano with the shot. And saved by Joan Garcia. I think Murici knew that he was offside. I think that we can acknowledge that if that had happened to Barca, we'd be outraged and upset.
Beyond outraged.
If our colleague Marc Brau had been at the stadium, he might have lit up in flames and auto imploded.
If my center back just blocked a bullet from Lamine and then goes down holding his head, which 100 times out of 100 you're supposed to stop the game, and then play continues and the team against me scores, I'm outraged.
Well, it's 2-0 The goal by Ferran Torres counts. 26th minute. Rafinha scored first. Ferran scored second. Is it appropriate for us to go Tiburon style?
All right, I'm in. Anything goes today.
Let's do it.
I didn't plan this out with the headphones.
No, neither did I. But okay, well, Tiburon hats are on.
I'm in. Listen, if Barca go on to win this game 5-0, then we won't have as much controversy. Not to say that there won't be any. There will be plenty.
At least it wasn't the first goal.
That's a tough one, man. I got to tell you. That's tough.
Well, I mean, you saw even from the Barca players' reactions that it's a tough one.
Yeah, but I can't blame Barca or the players for any of it because your goal is to play to the whistle. That's what you've been taught.
No, exactly. Yeah. No, it's not their fault. Right, well, 2-0. And Mallorca will visibly and comprehensively be frustrated. But it's a dream start to the season for Barca and for Hansi Flick as well. Not even half an hour played, 2 goals. Well, not an easy stadium, Somos. As Darde manages to switch it over to Mateu Jaume, who sees the ball bounce out, and now we get the cooling break, and well, we get a festival of whistling from the fans at Mallorca.
We're getting the replay now. Raillo goes down, and I mean, he's the player that's supposed to be defending that shot from Ferran. He just stays down. And what's crazy is that Munuera Montero has the whistle to his mouth, as if to say, I think I'm going to blow the whistle, but let me wait to see how this plays out, and then Barca score. The
interesting question also is, okay, Leo Roman doesn't react much. Was there anything he could do? Because that's a very well-placed shot by Ferran Torres.
Yeah.
Was he going to get to it?
I don't. Yeah, maybe not. But the question is, would the ball have even gotten there if there was another defender with the ability to defend? Maybe Munuera Montero thought that Raillo was kind of milking it a little bit. Maybe it hit his shoulder from a different angle. I don't know. I didn't see that.
Well,
I'm trying to think of something. And I hope people can take us seriously at this point, even though we've got sharks on our heads.
Well, I'm sure they will. Right. Let's dedicate some attention to our YouTube viewers who are out there in numbers today. Obviously celebrating this Barca win while we've got a cooling break. And I've seen some comments out there. I've seen some YouTube comments out there, and I've seen some cool emojis as well. Some cool new emojis. I saw one that said, let's see, where are we? There's a Barca flag there that Elmir Days has used, which I quite like. So why don't we see if everyone can use that one and the Biscal Barça emoji. Let's try and flood the live chat with that. We just saw Scaloni at the game, by the way, the Argentinian national coach, former Mallorca player.
Former Mallorca player. Do we have any? No, there's no Italians playing in this game.
No Italians, I don't believe. Let's see. Well, I can see the Love Barca emoji. Alia says, hi, Robert and Spencer. Hi. Here we are. Glad to be back. And let's see. Let's see if we can get the flags. There we go. There are the flags. There are the flags. Look at them. Look at them, beautiful.
Nice flags.
Nice flags on my screen. We'll let's see if we can get them on our screen in a sec. Seems like our live chat on the screen is frozen, but I can see the chat being flooded with Barca flags, which look very cool as the game restarts with Balde playing the ball in from the throw-in. And Mallorca will now have possession after Barca were unable to retain it. Careful, is that going to go out for a corner? No. Throw in Mallorca high up on the pitch on the right-hand side. Let's see how this second goal that they've conceded affects them. See if they are reinvigorated by the outrage. Long ball into the box, looking for Murici. Who else? Barça have a chance to counter here as Frenkie de Jong drives it out. He's pickpocketed from behind and fouled from behind as well. Murici not 100% agreeing with the call. This is going to be a goal that's going to cause some controversy this weekend, I'm sure. We're going to get several takes on it. But ultimately, if the referee didn't blow the whistle, Barca players can keep going.
I've seen a couple of folks in the chat. Somebody said it's within the rules, but it's a sticky situation. Here it is. This is Elmir Days. It's according to the rules, a bit messy and a mistake from the ref a bit. Yeah, but still, I mean, that kind of sums it up pretty well, I think.
Yeah. According to the rules, the referee has to blow the whistle. The referee had the whistle to his mouth, but didn't blow it. So Barca players can keep going. And the fact that the Mallorca player was down probably confused his teammates. As Barca tried to go forward, Leo Roman came out of his box to head it away. Now Lamine Yamal is going to speed up away from Darde. He's going to take on Mojica. Lamine Yamal tackled from behind, not taken down. Lamine Yamal finally fouled. Yeah, and there's going to be a yellow card.
I mean, that was a hell of a run.
A foul by Morlanes, who is now doing the confused hand gesture. Like, me? What? Lamine Yamal hacked from behind, and a good opportunity for Barca here to take.
There from behind.
Well,
nope.
Foul.
Couldn't get him.
And yes, Morlanes, you did foul him.
Got him pretty good.
Look at the state of that turf. Oh.
Wait, what? Was he the player booked? Oh boy.
Oh dear.
Oh boy.
Morlanes with a second yellow.
I didn't realize that he was the one that got the first
I didn't
booking.
realize he was the one who was booked first either. Well, there you go.
Okay. I took out one of the cards, but I should probably take out the other. It's fitting because it's the same color as Mallorca.
Well, and I know who's not going to be happy at their press conference today.
Wow. How many minutes have we played so far? 33 minutes of football? I feel like we've already played an entire season.
Taking off the hat. Yeah, no, it feels like a lot already. Lamine Yamal or Rafinha. Here goes the free kick. Lamine Yamal will take it, and it goes over the crossbar. Is Lamine going to take over as free kick taker this season, Spence?
Watch out.
Well, that was a close enough try. Bit high and wide. But if he adds that to his bag of tricks as well, well, all comparisons with a certain previous number 10 will only be incremented.
I'll give us a bit of a break on the fact that Morlanes was booked in the scuffle after the Ferran goal. So it was something that he said.
Complained or... Ooh, Murici goes high with his boot.
Oh, that could be another one
hits
too.
Joan Garcia in the head. Joan Garcia now with his right hand on his head. Yellow card for Murici. What a nightmare of a first half for Mallorca.
Today.
Yeah.
You know, this is the third La Liga game of the season so far. There were 2 played yesterday, and this is the first one today. I can't think of 3 worse starts for the 3 teams involved on the losing end. So that's a high boot from Murici, and see, upon further inspection, that could be a red card too.
That could be a red card.
Being realistic.
Well, it hits Joan Garcia in the face, in the cheek.
Borderline. It's going to hurt, and it'll be reviewed.
Is it going to be reviewed? Or
But-
are they just having a conversation about it?
From Girona's goalkeeping and first half issues yesterday to then Oviedo in their first year back up in 25 years and suffering an early red card and a missed penalty and then losing to Villarreal, and now Mallorca down 2-0 and a man.
Could it be the first time? Well, it might not be the first. I don't know if we have any data on this, but first 3 games, 3 red cards.
Yeah, it's something worth exploring.
Well, that was definitely a dangerous high boot by Morici.
I mean, that's more of a red card than anything that Morlanes did, in my book. Obviously, he got 2 yellows. And I believe he's going to the monitor.
And they're going to look at it.
This is going to end up being an 11-on-9 situation.
Oh, wow.
Let me just get this card ready.
Well, VAR is going to take a look at it. Well, if you look at that image that they're giving us right now, that's a straight red. High boot by Morici.
I mean, Morici should know better in this instance. He's got to know he either has to get the ball.
Thing is the contact lateral? Is it with the studs? I guess it's not with the studs. Otherwise, Joan Garcia might be bleeding.
It's high enough to be considered dangerous play.
Yeah.
Not violent conduct, but dangerous play for sure.
Well, they're taking a good look at it.
All eyes are on Munuera Montero. And he's having a good long look at this too.
Well, if you freeze frame it right where they've just freeze framed it, it looks like it has to be a straight red. No yellow, red card. 11 against 9. 11 against 9. Second red card for Mallorca. Morlanes was sent off for a double red, and Morici now, because of that high boot which contacted with Joan Garcia's face, now sent off with a straight red. There's not much of a question with that one. You can say that you can argue if you're a Mallorca fan, well, if you've just shown Morlanes a yellow because of complaining, maybe 2 minutes after, don't show him a yellow, although it was a clear foul as well. So, I mean...
So now Barça, Hansi's Barça, is playing with 2 extra men.
Yes. You still have to be serious, though. I mean, teams are going to get, tight, competitive, run the extra mile, try to cover as much ground as possible. So you need to keep on going, keep on being intense. Keep doing your thing. Here's Lamine Yamal inside the box. The delivery by Frenkie. Lamine Yamal, shot blocked.
It's the first time he's offside, so it doesn't matter anyway. But that's the first time I've seen him make a play and go, you took the wrong decision. Just lay that off for me. Wouldn't have mattered.
Lamine just off there. As he then went on to take his opportunity. We'll see in these 5 remaining minutes of the first half, plus I imagine a substantial chunk of added time, how Barca can take advantage of this 11 against 9 situation. And, well, I mean, from what I'm seeing in the background, some Mallorca fans have had enough.
Yeah, hard to blame them, really. I mean, I understand their frustration today. It just sort of snowballed. It started with the second goal.
Yes. The second goal is what's going to frustrate them the most, I believe.
They were never in the game at the point when it was 0-0 or 1-0. There was never a chance where we were holding our breath, but now I think this is about, unless you can, down 2 men, find a way to get the next goal, which is highly unlikely, but unless you can do that, it's about finishing this game with respect, for me.
Well, we'll see how the game develops.
Barca gets the next goal, then all right, forget it. And they'll go to halftime down 3, or a third will come early in the second half, and then Barca can cruise to the finish line.
Well, Leo Roman will play it long. Fermin tries to bring it down on his chest. Ball won by Antonio Sanchez. The cross by Pablo Torre, who's moved to the right now. So Mallorca have had to reorganize here. Now Pablo Torre with the tug from behind on Alejandro Balde, and it's a clear yellow.
They just keep coming.
(2-0) Barca. And now here we go again. Deep pass by Eric Garcia to Lamine Yamal, who's going to take on Mojica. Lamine Yamal takes it to his left. Held onto the ball for just a little bit too long. And now Fermin gets called for the foul. And every foul that Barca commit, the Mallorca players are going to ask for a yellow card. They're going to show their frustration. They're going to try and get the fans behind them.
It's not a yellow card.
It's not a yellow card. It's mild contact by Fermin.
In fact, it's no contact, really.
It's very late contact.
Yeah, they're late.
Mm-hmm. Delayed contact. Well, all the controversy and the sending off. Oh, you don't like to see that. The sad little boy, unhappy with the situation.
Oh, dude, the season's 38 games long. It's okay.
He'll be fine. Mallorca will be fine.
It's a long season. Why do the cameras always seek out the crying children?
Well, Pedri managed to find Rafinha. Deep ball for Ferran Torres, who catches it on the run. Ferran Torres through to Fermin, who tries to cut it across to Lamine Yamal.
Right
Mallorca
idea.
Managed to clear the ball. It'll be throw in to them. It was a good idea by Fermin, who could have gone all the way himself as well. And, I mean, that's where, if Barca are clinical, if Barca are precise, that's where they're going to have the advantage. When Mallorca try to go forward just a little bit, they'll be able to outnumber them.
Well, and there's no reason that Barca should be taking their foot off the gas right now. They need to go get a third and even a fourth just to officially kill the game off. But you're right, it'll be harder to come in these spots where they're just setting up. Not to say that it's impossible. Barca know how to score from nothing, but in the transition game is where it can be found.
Here's Lamine Yamal to Eric Garcia. Lamine in front of Dardet. Barca just moving forward now from right to left. Alejandro Balde cuts inside, back to Pedri. Barca looking for a way in. Here's Pedri over the defence. Balde sets it up. Ferran fights for it. Inside the box, Rafinha put pressure on Asano. And Mallorca clear. There was offside anyway. Right, we're getting close to the 45th minute. How much time will be added on?
Three of the 9 Mallorca players out there are playing with yellow cards, by the way, now. Okay. And Arrasate himself has one, too.
Well, we'll see how much added time we get. 7 minutes.
Oh.
7 extra minutes in this first half. Of course, the cooling break, 2 sending off for the controversy with the second goal.
Makes sense.
Here's Asano inside of Barca's box. Tries to cut it back across, and Joan Garcia picks it up. Now Barca have a chance to run here. Frenkie de Jong. Forward to Lamine Yamal. Lamine waiting. He's got the overlap of Frenkie. Lamine goes right, now left. On the edge of the box is Pedri. Lamine tries to switch it to Rafinha. Ferran Torres picks up the rebound. Shoots, blocked. And Barca will be able to restart as the ball was cleared away and Eric Garcia picks it up. Pedri to Balde. Balde can go one-on-one here. Balde goes deep. Balde with the cutback. No one there to meet it. at the near post. And throw in Barça as Raillo cleared.
Doesn't look like their Mario Star Pikachu logo has given them much luck today.
Not a whole lot, no.
In fact, I'd say it's done the opposite. They'd never want to see that thing again.
Here's Lamine. Pedri. Out wide to Eric Garcia, brings it down on his head to Lamine Yamal. Takes the shot! Just wide. It had the visual effect of a goal because the ball bounced.
Hit the back of the net, but on the other side.
Oh! Lamine with a fierce shot. She just barely missed the goal. 5 minutes to go still of added time. And Barca, well, at the moment in complete control of the game, and I'm not sure we'll see Barca relinquish control of this game now.
I feel like we've already played 3 months of this football season in 45 minutes. Truly.
Had a bit of everything this first half. Here's a long goal kick by Leo Roman. Araujo heads it forward to Lamine Yamal. Outside of the boot pass into the middle for Rafinha, which was intercepted by Raillo. Foul by Frenkie de Jong. I feel like maybe any 50-50 decision might go against Barca at the moment. Just those, well, maybe questionable calls. I'll just go Mallorca's way to try and keep things peaceful.
Hansi Flick looks stoic. Focused.
Well, in spite of all the controversy regarding decisions against Mallorca, Hansi can be pleased with his team. Not a whole lot of opportunities, I'd say, which is one thing that we might want to see improved in second half and next few games. But it is always a struggle in these first games in La Liga. You add the element of the heat as well. Energy just fades as the halves go on, first and second.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what the second half will look like, Robert, because both of these teams now know what's up for the second half. Like, it's not really a secret, and you can complain about what happened in the past in the first half, but the fans have 45 more minutes to watch, and if you're a Mallorca fan, it's going to be tough.
Curious to see as well who Hansi decides to bring on, and with the game in the situation that it is right now, just 2-0 up, 11 against 9, do you at some point think, okay, well, maybe today is the day that I can rest Lamine Yamal or Rafinha or key players like that? Mallorca do have a corner kick here, though.
I mean, how much rest is really necessary at this moment, though? The season just started. There's no Champions League going on. The next international break comes in 2 weeks. I don't know. Play football, no?
We'll see what Hansi decides. Here's Pablo Torre with the cross, headed away at the near post by Rafinha. Careful with that header by Antonio Sanchez.
That's what I mean by the next goal. That's what I'm saying. You just never know. I mean, Mallorca only have 4 players in the box, and Barça have, by my count, 9. But if one person puts the ball in the right spot, it goes from being 2-0 to 2-1, and all of a sudden there's skin in the game.
2 minutes remaining in this first half. Barca looking for yet another goal here. Lamine Yamal on the right-hand side. Inside pass looking for Ferran Torres. Down goes Antonio Sanchez to recover. Lamine Yamal's going to win it back. Lamine Yamal probably got fouled there, but he recovers and keeps going and shoots. And misses the target. He went for the curler. Different side this time. Same outcome as in the previous shot. Lamine Yamal hustled to win it back. Won it back. Drove into the middle. Got himself into a position to shoot. Saw the opening. And just missed by very little.
I'm never surprised by his ability to fight away from people clawing at him to try and get the ball from him. But what always seems to get me, and I think he's really underrated in this aspect, is his pressing ability to win the ball back. When he sticks his foot in there from a defensive standpoint, he always finds a way to get there.
Ooh. And that was a bit of a clumsy foul by Rafinha, who sees the yellow here. The foul on Mateu Jaume. I think Rafinha may have slipped.
Rafinha is immediately offering condolences. Let's see.
Oh, no. That was not a slip.
That's... Well, that angle is a little bit better. It's a yellow card tackle for sure.
Yeah, there was very little chance of playing the ball there for Rafinha. I saw the yellow. Fortunately, Mateu Jaume is up on his feet and going. And this first half is just about to end. 52nd minute.
Oof. Yeah, that's a professional yellow card foul. Not sure why. It doesn't seem necessary in the 53rd minute of the first half, but hey.
Rafinha immediately went to see that Mateu Jaume was all right. Final whistle in this first half. And Barca take a 2-0 lead into the dressing room. Goals by Rafinha and Ferran Torres. 2 sending offs as well. And what was, well, a first half in which Barca got the job done quickly.
Just as many goals as there were red cards, and we still have 45 more minutes to play. That was a crazy one, and I'm expecting more from the second half in this one too, seriously.
Well, the players head into the dressing room, and we'll be back with commentary in the second half. And the players are on the pitch for the second half of this Mallorca-Barça game. 2-0 at half-time. Goals by Rafinha and Ferran Torres. 2 Mallorca players got sent off, Morlanes and Murici, and therefore Iago Barrasate's side will have to play the whole second half with 9 players. 2 substitutions for Mallorca, 3 substitutions rather, as Dani Olmo will come on for Fermin on Barca's side. Mascarell and Dani Rodriguez also come on for Mallorca, and there's a third one now that we'll have to confirm. Number 18 for Mallorca is Mateo Joseph coming on as well, one of their new signings for this season. He will come on for this, will probably be a complicated second half for Mallorca, but you never know. You never know in football.
Tough way to make your debut for a club when you're coming on being asked to be one of the 9 men on the pitch playing against an 11-man Barça, but that's what his job is going to be, and Barça's job in this second half is to go find the next goal and then worry about the rest later. Don't waste any time. Get that third, put this game officially out of reach.
Stick to the plan. Here is Barça in possession, and playing with Joan Garcia in goal, Eric Garcia, Araujo, Cubarsí and Balde at the back, Frenkie de Jong and Pedri in midfield. Now Dani Olmo, the attacking midfielder, Lamine Yamal on the right, Rafinha on the left, and Ferran Torres up front. Incoming cross by Lamine Yamal, just a little bit too long. Balde's going to chase, but Dani Rodriguez will protect. And it's going to be goal kick Mallorca. You wonder, a game like this, do you get a chance to see some of the youngsters maybe? Dro, Tony Fernandez, Guille, Jofra.
I think it would take another goal or two to make that happen. I agree with you.
Of course, also fans will be eager to see Marcus Rashford in action. We saw him score in the pre-season. I think we've seen some very good minutes from the new signing. There he is, warming up.
Speak of the devil. Wow, you're right on it.
There you go.
Actually, you can't say speak of the devil in this stadium because they're all devils. They're the demonios.
Well, but aren't...
It's more demon. I know. I just...
Well, no, but aren't Manchester United the Red Devils?
You just
there you go, and Lamine Yamal's inside the box. He sets it up for Ferran Torres. Loose ball, Dani Olmo. His shot is blocked. And it was offside anyway. It wouldn't have counted. You can finish your sentence.
I just want... You have to get credit for that one. You took that 2 levels beyond.
Well...
You're playing here. You're playing chess. We're all just here, just playing checkers. Nicely done.
Never was able to play chess.
You found your calling anyway.
There's too much logic in it. Right. Second minute of the second half, which will be interesting to watch, see how Barca can try to take advantage of this 11 against 9 situation, outnumbering Mallorca. Ball played back to Leo Roman, who will definitely have fonder memories of his game last season at the Olympic Stadium in Montjuic than this one.
That was a game to remember, really, for a number of reasons, as Lamine shows you that he's still Lamine, but just wearing a new number on his back. You get to see the 10 in plain sight here in the second half, really for the first official time.
Oh, Pedri, nice ball through to Dani Olmo, who plays it wide to Alejandro Balde. Balde hangs on to the ball, couldn't set up Pedri. Here's Mateo Joseph. Tries to drive out with the ball and does drive it out of bounds.
Remember that game at Montjuic? I was at that one that finally broke the curse.
Oh, yes, the curse that said whenever you went to Montjuic, Barca would lose.
They were 0-4 until that game, and they took 40 shots and found 1 to find the back of the net.
Oh, there's Lamine Yamal looking for the curler. High and wide, squeezing the ball in between 2 defenders. The first real chance for Barca in this second half. Of course, Mallorca now going to take their sweet time every time that the ball goes out, every goal kick, every throw in, every dead ball.
I mean, it takes some pretty extreme circumstances to waste time when you're trailing by 2 goals. But I think if there was ever a time, we found it. They're wasting time down by 2 because they know that if they have any hope of taking a point from this game, they just have to figure out a way to score 2 and do it in the quickest amount of time possible without letting Barca actually have the ball.
Well, Barca have a throw in. Eric Garcia playing it back to Ronald Araujo. Pedri looking for options. Who are you excited to see in this second half, Spence?
Well, let's start with the man on the ball now, and then still there's this guy.
Oh, here we go. Lamine Yamal back to Ferran Torres, who could have set up Rafinha. Balde wanted it as well. Ferran took the shot himself off balance, falling backwards. Couldn't get enough on it.
Let's see, this pass upon the replay review will tell us that, oh no, Balde probably would have had to reach back for it, so Ferran did the right thing. Just couldn't keep his footing.
Corner kick, Barça. Here's Frankie. To Rafinha in a central position. He feeds it out to Dani Olmo. Olmo to Rafinha. Barça playing patiently. Now the ball finds its way to Lamine Yamal. Outside of the boot! Into the hands of Leo Roman. I thought at one point he caught Leo Roman so off guard, the ball was going to float over him.
You know, when Lamine hits it with the outside of the boot, I don't blame you. You have the right to get excited. That's just what he does. When you have a two-man advantage and Lamine has that much space, just let him cook. He can do whatever he wants.
With the players coming off the bench, Spence, who do you like to see? I mean, the obvious answer is Rashford. We've got Gavi's had a good preseason as well. Of course, there's the element of draw, as a Mallorca player went crashing into the advertising fences.
And now Dani Rodriguez is upset because Araujo was a part of that altercation, and Dani thinks that he probably could have done something to avoid that. You know, getting a really good look at it in game motion, the Joan Garcia keeper kit is really nice this year.
It is. Although
it's a little bit too green to be playing with the green kit as well.
Yes.
But I still I love it. It's a clean challenge. It's unfortunate because it was right next to the corner where the advertising boards are. Everybody appears to be all right.
And we're ready to go. 52nd minute.
To answer your question, I want to see Rashford. I want to see Rashford in this game. I think we all know that he's capable of doing some great things in attack, and the fact that Barca have this two-man advantage means he's more likely to get that debut goal, which let's get it going. Let's get it out of the way. Let's get him hot.
As Mateo Joseph now has to go off the pitch and is allowed back on, so just a formality there.
For a moment, because he's behind the play, it's 11 on 7. There he is.
And Frankie just dribbles the ball enough to allow him to rejoin his team. Balde through to Dani Olmo, tries to feed Ferran Torres. Ball falls back to Olmo. And it will be throw-in Barca. Yeah, definitely would like to see Marcus Rashford in this second half. As you say, important to try and get that first goal out of the way so there's no angst, no pressure build in the games coming. Just get that out of the way and feel comfortable from minute one playing in this Hansi Flick system. I mean, we heard him speak so highly of Hansi Flick and the team's mentality when he first joined Barca. And then he's been impressive in the preseason. Fit in very nicely to Barca's tactical schemes as Pedri finds Lamine Yamal inside the box. Lamine tries to play it in, forces a corner kick. The ball went off Mojica.
Yeah, what's impressed me the most, I think, and we sort of knew this even when he was at United, is he's got just a really great professional head on his shoulders, and it seems like he carries himself the right way, which is what you want to see for a Barca player.
And he knows where he's coming to as well. He's coming to like a league champion team, a team that made it to the semi-finals, obviously a Copa del Rey and Super Cup winning team. So a team that's had success last season, and he's going to have to fight for his opportunities with players like Lamine Yamal, with Rafinha, who were just like cornerstones of this Hansi Flick system last season.
Yeah, if anything, he's going to give those players the respite that they need in order to recover and prepare for other games as well, and he'll have his games where he'll be able to start, but when games, because Hansi talked about it at the beginning of the year last year, when Barca go out, they're trying to win the game in the first half so that the second half can be not a rest, but less stressful. Didn't live it that way at times in the past. Under Hansi, they won a lot of games last year in the first half, and that can allow you to rest players if necessary. Today could be one of those days if they can get one more goal.
Also pressing to recover. Rafinha makes a run at Leo Roman, who clears long. Cubarsí hustling with Mateo Joseph, who's come out energetic.
Yeah.
Daniel Rodriguez, fresh legs for Mallorca up front. Also win it back, but give away a throw-in. 10 minutes played in the second half.
See, now these are the moments in the game now where Mallorca have a throw-in in their attacking third where it can work both ways. If you're Mallorca, you got to score a goal at some point, so bring a couple of players forward, try to get a ball into the box. If you're Barça, as soon as Mallorca lose it, get out on the counter-attack, although this is going to be a free kick set piece for Mallorca after the foul.
Set piece for Mallorca on the right-hand side. Ability to create here from the dead ball, an ability to cross the ball into the box. A foul by Dani Olmo. Stepped on Mateo Joseph. Of course, you don't want to give away easy opportunities. You don't want to let Mallorca back into the game, even though it's 11 against 9. Medarde will serve. Incoming cross, the header by Raillo looked like a free header.
And that was exactly their intention. Get a chance, try to put one in. The fewer of those that Barca can concede over the next 40 minutes, the better.
Here's a replay of how Raillo managed to get free. Eric Garcia went up, collided with Raillo, but there was nothing there. So Rafinha tried to connect with Balde, who's making the run. Balde playing almost as a left winger here now in the second half. And Barca will recover. Should we do a round of new members on YouTube, Spence?
I see a few out there.
Well, we welcome Lena. We welcome Isaac Mejia as well. Who else have we got here?
Look out, Robert, because Eric's got a chance.
Eric Garcia with the cross parried away by Leo Roman. Dani Olmo came in with a second opportunity. The header saved as well. Balde back to Pedri. Shot by Pedri, just a little bit weak. Bit of a scramble inside the Mallorca box. And Barca with an opportunity there to score the third goal. It was Eric Garcia first. Dani Olmo off of the rebound, headed it. Leo Roman leaped backwards to just keep the ball on the right side of the line. A good opportunity there for Dani Olmo. I'll continue with my roundup of new members on YouTube.
Let's get it.
We welcome Gol XX Gaming. We welcome Sonia Guzman. We welcome, I had already done Ada Karwanian, but I'll welcome him or her again. There we go. New members on YouTube, and of course, a reminder as Barca playing Mallorca's half. And Pedri finds Balde. Now Pedri again to Ferran Torres on the edge of the box. Ferran can shoot. He sets up Rafinha, who sends it wide.
And hit the post.
Just skimmed the post. A great opportunity for Barca. We're now dialing it up a little bit. Oof, good chance there for Rafinha. Ferran could have taken his shot. Probably felt a bit guilty about the previous opportunity when he took it himself. This time decided to set up Rafinha.
Unselfish play, good play from Barca as they continue to try and find that third goal, and it seems to be getting closer. A reminder as well, you've got a question on your screens, and that if you want to answer to that question, you can sign up for the premium pack on YouTube Premium.
You can have exclusive access to members-only live streams, members-only shorts, members-only live chats like this one, members-only videos, photos and status updates, and perks from previous levels like the basic pack, which includes loyalty badges, emojis, and early access to new videos. So be sure to sign up and join the Barca YouTube experience. Here's Alejandro Balde. Pedri to Lamine Yamal. Slow burn attack from Barca. Pedri tries to switch it over, and it's chested down by Antonio Sanchez into the hands of Leo Roman. Maybe time to shake things up a little bit, Spence.
Yeah, this could be the moment. I haven't really had a problem with what they've been doing so far, but you could always use a substitute or two. This might be the Rashford time, right? Give him 25 minutes. So yeah, maybe wait 5 minutes, and now we have a collision of heads, which is one of the elements of this game that's already been talked about. Dani Rodriguez and Cubarsí, and they are both in a bit of distress.
The game halted, 61 minutes. Players warming up, waiting for their opportunities. Barca fans in the stands.
See, we've got Lou1S who says, concede no chances, the question of what should Barca do?
Well, we definitely don't want to concede chances. We definitely want to keep the clean sheet, keep going. Dani Rodriguez and Cubarsí both still down after the head collision.
He's starting to pull up those bootstraps there, Mr. Rashford. I think this could be the moment.
Might be the moment for Gavi as well, who's just refreshing himself before getting ready to come out and play. Ooh, that's a nasty head collision between Pau Cubarsí and Dani Rodriguez. Hopefully they'll both be able to continue.
A knock on the back of the head, and of course Pau Cubarsí's entire face is just a reminder of how hard he plays all the time.
Yes, will be throughout his career probably. That big scar he obtained in that, it was the Red Star game, right?
Sounds right, yeah.
Crvena Zvezda. Well, 62 minutes, and it looks like Hansi Flick is going to make a move. Gavi and Marcus Rashford getting ready to come on. In this game, the Barca dominate 2-0.
Feel good for Rashford. This is a good moment for him. I mean, you know, we always look at it from a Barca perspective, but this dude, from his perspective, has been a one-club man his whole life.
Here's Lamine Yamal trying to backheel it to the oncoming run of Ferran. The pass intercepted. Pass and recover through Balde. Here's Pedri. Pedri. Over to Rafinha. Tries to feed it back into Ferran Torres. Who's going to run after it, but the ball is picked up by Leo Roman. Welcome to Yandy Mirabal Damas, who has ascended to Pack Premium. And there they are. 3 players about to come on. Jofre Torrens is going to come on as well. Jofre, Gavi, and Rashford. And there'll be 4 substitutions that Hansi Flick will have made, and someone looking to get their book autographed there at the stadium, Spence.
I mean, I guess I don't know why you would bring the book to the game for any other reason. It's not like you're going to sit and read it.
Careful here. Joan Garcia has to come outside of his box and does so well.
And those are just the moments that are a little bit nervy, if you know what I mean. You want to make sure that you keep everything in order, and so far Joan Garcia has done a good job of that, but Gotta be careful. That's a foul on Lamine in another situation where Mallorca will put a ball into the box. The more of these that you concede, the more chance that you give Mallorca to get back into the game.
It's, second half has had some opportunities for Barca. Barca have had some clear chances. The shot by Rafinha, Ferran Torres had one. Dani Olmo had his header cleared off the line. But it's been scrappy to say the least. Hasn't had too much of a flow this second half.
No, I give credit to Mallorca for the way that they've played ever since going down to 9 men. They've kept themselves in the game because to this point, that second goal is still the controversial one.
Well, Mojica will swing it in. Incoming cross by Johan Mojica. Araujo, or Ferran Torres rather, had to stretch out, clear the ball for a corner kick.
Big intervention from Ferran. If he doesn't get to that, that's a great chance.
Raillo was right behind there waiting to connect with the cross by Mojica. Now corner kick to Mallorca. 20 minutes played in this second half. Araujo heads it up in the air and away. Double clearance by Ronald Araujo, and a chance to run here for Barca if Rafinha and managed to keep the ball under control, wasn't able to. There's Darde. Mallorca energized here. Daniel Rodriguez with the cross. Joan Garcia comes off his line and controls the ball with his right hand and plays it forward to Ferran Torres, who goes down. No foul. Seen Joan Garcia come off his line 2 or 3 times in this game. One forced the Murici red card. This time just to avert the danger. Very alert there, Joan Garcia, as the triple substitution is coming. 3 subs for Barca. Jofre, Gavi and Marcus Rashford are going to get about, well, say half an hour of action at least with the added time in this second half. There seems to be issues with the electronic board, well, Barca will wait. Barca will wait until Mallorca take their opportunity here. Is Darde. Swings it in. Raillo always looking for them. Raillo brought it down, tried to switch back to Darde, who couldn't get there. Now Barca will make their subs. Balde will be replaced by Jofre Torrens. So
that's the same one there. We gotta.
There you go. Yeah.
Switch that up.
Positional substitution there. Left back for left back.
There you go.
Kubarsi for Gavi. This is interesting. Does that mean that Frankie just sort of drifts back into centre half? Or did Barca just play with 3 at the back with Jofre, with Eric and Araujo?
I think you could be onto something there. I think Hansi might be seeing that. Let's see, and then Ferran for Rashford.
Which is interesting as well, because we'll probably see Marcus Rashford play as a number 9 here.
So Kubarsi comes out. It'll either be Rashford, or you might see Rafinha slide a little bit more centrally. He's dipping in. Yeah, it looks like he's going to play in that 10 role, Rafinha, in that attacking midfield role. And I think as far as the other change goes, with Kubarsi coming out and no other defenders coming on.
Oh, here's Rafinha, found in space. Rafinha inside the box. And Dani Olmo hits the post. What a chance for Dani Olmo there. Barca close to scoring their 3rd. Right, I think I've figured out, Spence, Barca's new system, as we'll see the chance again first. It's a nice ball played by Gavi forward to Rafinha, who waits for Dani Olmo to come. And Olmo very close to scoring his first league goal this season. Now Barca will go again with Lamine Yamal. Lamine can shoot.
Yeah.
Low shot by Lamine, cleared by Rayo. I think Barca are playing with Eric Garcia, Araujo and De Jong at the back. Gavi and Pedri in midfield, almost ahead of them. And then Rafinha's an extra midfielder. Jofre Torrens on the left, Lamine Yamal on the right, and Rashford sort of drifting in and out as well.
I think Hansi could give Rashford the freedom to roam wherever the heck he wants. That's not a bad idea either, just to get him loose, keep the nerves out, say, hey, you do you.
Here's Jofre. He makes his La Liga debut, by the way. Eric Garcia now with the opportunity.
Well, because Frankie is going to drift further back, I think what I was trying to say earlier is that what Hansi sees is that there's never been a situation since Mallorca went down to 9 men where you need 4 at the back defending from open play. Worst case scenario, you've had the 2 free kicks for Mallorca where it's a set defensive piece rather than actually having to track back on a potential counterattack. So you don't really need all of those defensive players back there. You can afford to keep a couple of others like Gavi now further up.
Here's Eric Garcia inside. Rafinha can go. Rafinha inside. The shot goes wide. Barca coming close to a third goal here. 71st minute of the game. It was just as easy as Eric Garcia playing a forward pass. Rafinha going at a defender, trying to curl it into the far corner and just barely missing. More chances for Barca in this second half. On YouTube, we welcome Taichikos Stefan Owusu, who has joined with the premium pack. Dulce Cordova, also premium pack. And Fernando Salas with the basic pack. Also Carlos Istay. We welcome you. Te damos la bienvenida al pack premium. Welcome to all of you. Hi.
Hello.
Some happy Barca fans at the Son Mosh.
It's better to show the smiling kids than the crying ones, you know?
Yeah. No, definitely, always. Sometimes they just show the crying ones for effect. Have to show all realities as well. Here's Mojica, defended by Lamine Yamal. Rolls reversed there, and Lamine did well.
This is what I'm saying. He's a good defender. I mean, I almost think you could put him in as a right back or a left. I guess in his case it would be a left back, and he would, if you asked him to, not that you need him to, he would fill the role.
Well, he'd much rather be playing on that right wing where Rafinha was looking to get the ball to him, but was dispossessed.
Thank you for clarifying. He'd prefer to play.
Now here's Jofre. As I said before, league debut for Jofre. Eric Garcia to Lamine Yamal. Mallorca playing 2 very tight lines of 4 there. And Barca trying to dismantle them. Gavi. Out wide, Jofre. The cross by Jofre. Subpar. And straight out. Cooling break should be coming soon in this second half. 2-0 Barca. Sometimes that advantage being 11 against 10, or in this case 11 against 9, it just makes the opponent team defend a bit tighter, try and stay organised, not commit too many mistakes. And, well, this is what we've had. No goals, although Barca have been close in the second half, to be fair as well.
There's been very little threat really from either side. The Olmo hitting the post chance, Rafinha hitting the outside of the post. This game, the second half, is looking a lot more like the Barça Mallorca at Montjuic from last year than anything else.
Except for the Leo Roman saves. Here is Pedri out wide. Jofre with the cross straight into the domains of Johan Mojica. Barça keep on going. Gavi to Lamine Yamal. Here's Lamine, who goes deep. Lamine Yamal trying to get away from Johan Mojica, who this time did very well.
That's a clean. Ooh, that looks clean.
Frankie de Jong got a clean tackle there on the edge of the box on Daniel Rodriguez, but a foul was called, and now we do get a cooling break in this second half with 15 minutes remaining plus added time. Let's see if we've got any new members. Yes, we do, Spence. Shall we say hi on YouTube to Debbie Lee Dupree?
Debbie Lee. Hi, Debbie.
Hi, Debbie. Debbie Lee Dupree says, sorry, I was watching the Man City game. What did I miss? Well, you missed
A lot.
a lot. You missed 2 red cards, you missed a Rafinha goal, and you missed a Ferran Torres goal. Saidi Hernandez, we say hello to as well with the basic pack. Hi to Saidi Hernandez. Elmer Days, who says, please just get the 3rd goal. I would agree. And then the 4th, because I predicted a 4-0 Barca win. Who else do we have? I think we could do a round of Visca Barça emojis and Barca flags as well. I love those from the premium members as well, who can comment on the live chat. Why don't we inundate the live chat on YouTube with Barca flags like the one Spencer has got in his hand right now, and with the Visca Barça emoji. As Barca make their final substitution, Rafinha comes off, scorer of Barca's first goal today, and Koundé comes on. Okay. Not the substitution that we're used to seeing, Rafinha for Koundé, so we'll see how that how Barca get reorganized in that sense.
I think Hansi might want to be, at least now he can do it for sure. He's in the mode of testing players at different positions, because Koundé's been only a right back since getting here, and he was always a center back at Sevilla before he came.
Yeah.
Eric Garcia has been playing right back for the last year and a half. Let's see where he puts him.
Right, let's see. We can't see at the moment who's going to be the right back, who's going to be the centre back. I guess Koundé right back. Oh no, Koundé. No, okay. Right, we're reorganised. So we're defending with 4 again at the back. So Koundé, Araujo, Eric and Jofre. Then we've got De Jong, Pedri and Gavi in midfield, with Olmo and Rashford and Lamine Yamal up front.
Yeah, with the departure of Inigo, I thought maybe you would think, okay, at times you might call on Koundé to play center back, and he still might at some point.
Well, season is long, and the option is there. Let's see Max Rashford get on the finishing end of some opportunities here. Gavi leading the pressure. Who else? So Mallorca play it long. Eric Garcia wins it in the air. Dani Olmo couldn't keep it in.
Care to guess how many, without looking, how many shots Barca have taken in this game now?
Without looking. I'm going to go 9.
You would be off by a wide margin.
Oh, really?
It's right there.
17 shots? Really? Okay, well, yeah, I guess it counts blocked shots as well.
17.
4 shots on target. Well, yeah, there's been some headers as well. Yeah, I guess, yeah.
70% possession, though, seems low.
Well, no, Mallorca in this second half have had their stretches.
Yeah, they're on the ball. They've been on the ball for a couple of minutes
It's
now.
been a solid second half from Mallorca. There is an element maybe of Barca just slightly taking their foot off the pedal a little bit, but and that's, I'm sure, not even in a conscious way. You're just playing 11 against 9. Here's Koundé. First minutes of the season for Jules Koundé, the Copa del Rey hero. Dani Olmo tries to take it inside the box. Ball cleared by the Mallorca defence. Just over 10 minutes of regulation time to go. Then we'll see how much added time. And of course, stay tuned for all the reactions. We will go on to the post-game as Dani Olmo takes a shot from the edge of the box. It rebounds off of Raillo and it's corner kick. Yet another corner kick for Barca. That will be just the third of the game. And Marcus Rashford will take it. Back to Pedri on the corner of the box. Pedri to Olmo. Lamine Yamal's waiting. Olmo decides to take the shot. Takes a deflection. And Mojica will pick it up. And last man for Barca was Lamine Yamal there with Joffre.
Doesn't it always work this way, especially after the second goal and then 2 red cards, and you're thinking, okay, Barca are going to win this game 7-1. I saw it in the live chat.
And
here we are, 2-0.
And the game stays as it is. I mean, yeah, Barca have had some clear opportunities. But, well, didn't capitalize, and here we are. Same as half-time, same result. Ball goes to Marcus Rashford. Overlap by Joffre. The back pass, looking for Gavi. Lamine Yamal hustling on the other side with Johan Mojica. Barca will win it back. Here's Lamine. Battling and fouling.
Oh. All right. Took a second.
Clear foul, though, by Lamine Yamal on Mateo Joseph. I've seen Joffre get forward a couple of times already in this second half.
Good through ball from Rashford. And Joffre did the right thing by trying to lay it across. He was hoping that there would be somebody there. It's a good low ball.
Good minutes for Joffre in his La Liga debut. So Mallorca get ready to make a final substitution as well. Frenkie de Jong tries to bring the ball down. Mascarell forward to Dani Rodriguez, defended by Araujo and Koundé. Araujo blocks his shot. Now Gabi forward. Olmo couldn't keep the ball. And Darde does nicely for Mallorca to secure possession.
Lamine's frustrated because he's wondering why the ball was lost in possession after Barca had won it back. And now it's time to go.
Here's Gavi. Gavi with the switch to Lamine. Too long. Lamine will have to chase it. Mojica behind him. And Lamine couldn't keep it in. He had Mojica coming at him at full speed. I think that sort of...
he heard him.
Yeah.
He heard him.
He felt him.
Back, yeah.
Darde. A player replaced for Mallorca, looking frustrated at the outcome of this game. And that's how the Mallorca players will surely be feeling, especially with that second goal that Barca scored. But it is what it is. Jan Salas is the player who will replace him. As we hit the 83rd minute of the game. Have to start thinking about who the best player in the game was, who the MVP was. Who gets the stars?
Not as easy as I thought it was going to be. Although I still think Lamine probably gets the nod.
He's definitely in the running. We'll see. We'll see. Now, here's Koundé. Pedri. To Gavi. Mallorca set in defensive mode. Can Lamine break them open? Oh, Pedri. Here he is. Pedri, left-footed shot! Oh, Pedri! I think Leo Roman got his fingers to it and then it went off the crossbar.
He's so sneaky, Pedri. Like, he never wants to shoot. He never has the idea. And especially on his left foot, you're thinking, nah, he's not going to pull the trigger. And then he unleashes a missile.
With his left foot, I stand corrected, it did not hit the crossbar. It was all Leo Roman. He just rocketed off of his right glove there as now, ooh, Ronald Araujo went for the acrobatic volley off of the Pedri cross.
Good effort. There's a lot of good efforts in this second half. Nothing that's going to find the back of the net, it would seem, but fortunately, you're already in a position where you've done enough.
Goal kick, Mallorca. Barça have had more than enough opportunities in this second half to at least score a third.
Agreed.
Pedri, the latest one with that shot. Rafinha sent it wide a couple of times. Ferran Torres from close range. I'm sure I'm missing a couple. I think Lamine Yamal had one as well. Might have to start writing these down.
I'm fine with that. Can we get a chalkboard in here?
Could do.
Or a pizarra?
We'll work on it. We need to decorate the background. We need to make it ours. We're occupying the formerly known as Barça en Directa set.
And Cooler's Corner.
And Coolest Corner, yeah. We're new tenants.
So we got evicted.
Right, is Barça once again in possession with Koundé. Lamine Yamal on the right-hand side. Lamine picks it up again, looking for the cross, maybe not. He's going to go at a couple of defenders. He combines inside with Dani Olmo on Frenkie de Jong. He tried to set up Rashford. Mallorca making it impossible for Barca to operate in tight spaces. Now the ball is fed wide to Joffre. Too much on that cross. Koundé will chase. Koundé will pick it up. Now Lamine Yamal again, this time looking for the opening on the edge of the box. He finds Eric Garcia. Eric to Rashford. The ball slipped through his boots and into the hands of Leo Roman. Final minutes. Post-game interviews on our post-game show. Stay tuned here on YouTube to hear the reactions of the players and, of course, Hansi Flick. Be eager to see what Hansi has to say.
A lot of options in this game that Hansi could have gone to. I am surprised that Barca haven't found the third goal. And in fact, Mallorca have had a couple of opportunities too.
Here are Barca again inside the box. Pedri back to Joffre. Frankie, it's a slow burn here in the end from Barca, but you feel like the third goal could come regardless.
It very well should.
Eric Koundé, here's Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal has an opening from the edge of the box. The shot saved by Leo Roman.
Good save.
You could almost see where it was going to go. He saw the angle, he went for it. Lamine Yamal, low shot to the far post. Leo Roman was there to save it. Barca have already taken the corner kick. Here's Rashford, inside pass, Olmo to Rashford. Rashford takes it to his left, now to his right. Sets up Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal with a shot into the hands of Leo Roman. Leo Roman might be tallying about 6 saves now in this final stretch of the game. That's a fairly fierce shot by Lamine Yamal. The first touch. Spence, what will the final score be? 2-0, 3-0, 4-0? I'll go 3.
Yeah, I'll say 3. It's got to come at this point. Mallorca are gassed. They've been playing with 2 fewer players this entire game.
I predicted 4. I mean, 4 was a bit of a stretch at the moment, but you never know how much added time we might get. And Barca are going for it. Here's Pedri. Joffre. Rashford lets it roll. Olmo couldn't keep it under control. Got stepped on as well. Barca still in possession. Pedri to Lamine Yamal. Through to Koundé. Back pass by Koundé. The save with his chest by Leo Roman. And yet another corner kick for Barca.
Stick your chest out.
They trying to put it across, and Leo man denying him with his shoulder, it seems.
Once again, he becomes the star of Mallorca for this game.
5th corner kick for Barça. Rashford. Back to Pedri, the cross by Pedri. Koundé went down inside the box, nothing called. 10 seconds and we'll see how much added time we get in this second half.
Second half, far fewer than the first, I would think.
Nice move there by Jean Salas, who ultimately lost the ball. Now Pedri to Rashford. Go for it, Marcus.
Yeah, do it.
Stepped on the ball. And the ball got left behind. Now a foul by Gavi. Just turned a little bit too contentious with this, with the 2 sending offs, with the circumstances in the second goal. Every little foul just became a reason to argue. Never want to see that, really.
Yeah, the game definitely deteriorated after everything that went down in the second half of the first half. Right after the second goal, the 2 red cards. And I think Barca played well enough to win this game, and they probably would have won it anyway had all of those things not transpired. Not for sure, but it looked like they were at the races today, opening game of the season. But everybody else will look back at this game and say, what happened there in the first half?
What did happen? I mean, we're going to have to do that now in the post-game show. We'll have to reflect a little bit on what happened in this game. Mallorca made their final substitution, by the way. Mojica got replaced by Tony Lato. Valiant effort by Mojica defending Lamine Yamal today. He did fairly well.
Yeah, no, I thought he was as good as you could ask a defender to be against Lamine, which is the old, you can't stop him, you can only hope to contain him.
Well, Gavi's going to get the ball to him, and he passes straight through to Koundé. Koundé tries to get it inside the box. His cross was blocked. Lamine Yamal with a little push on Jean Salas. And now Jean Salas unhappy about that circumstance.
Do you remember when Xavi, after a press conference or two, said, I wish that the referees had press conferences after the game?
Yeah. Oh.
This is one of those instances where I would tune in.
Yeah. I'm sure lots of people would. Especially with what happened with the second goal, but hey, we'll take it. Minute and a half remaining. I reckon Munuera could just blow the whistle now and everyone would be fine with it. It'd probably be for the best. Bit too much bickering going on now.
This is what we said in the first game. Just finish this game off professionally, get it done, go home, 3 points. Focused on the next game away from home,
which will be next week. Match day 2 against Levante. Also on Saturday. Later kickoff, by the way, guys. 9:30 local time, a couple of hours later than it kicked off today. 3 consecutive away games to get La Liga started, and then Barca will have their first home game. Match day 4 in September against Valencia. Here's Dani Olmo. This could be the final chance for Barca. Frenkie de Jong going forward. Jofre out wide. Jofre decided not to cross this time. Olmo on the edge of the box. Koundé's in there. Gavi to Lamine Yamal. Lamine.
Shoot it.
Shoot Lamine. Oh, Lamine Yamal.
Stop it.
Naughty boy. Lamine Yamal adds his name to the scoring list with a fantastic goal. And, well, comes up with a new celebration.
Crown him, baby. Crown him.
Lamine Yamal might have been crowned the MVP of this game with a fantastic goal, which had been eluding him, by the way.
I mean, a little hesitation, Am I going to shoot here? Yes, I am. He gets past 3 Mallorca defenders with 1 dribble.
There were 3 players trying to block his pathway towards goal, yet he found the opening, and Lamine makes it 3-0 with that fantastic curler into the top corner. What a goal by Lamine Yamal, who caps off a fantastic performance, and the game has ended. The game has ended, Spence. Mallorca 0, Barca 3. Quick recap.
Well, we got the prediction right on the 3-0 in the end, and Barca doing what they needed to do, finishing this game off after a strange circumstance in the first half. The second half we don't need to remember too much about, but we will remember that Lamine goal.
Well, we've got the post-game show coming up, but Barca take away the first 3 points of the season with this 3-0 win at Somos in Mallorca, and Lamine Yamal is crowned player of the match.